Good day, subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am Jeremy. This is the Financial Education Channel, and today we're talking about GoPro is about to announce earnings here, guys. In about 48 hours from now, they are going to be announcing earnings, and I've gotten a ton of comments wanting me to do like an earnings preview, kind of what I'm looking for in the quarter and whatnot. I've gotten a lot of comments also about people that are saying like they're thinking about jumping in the stock for earnings, things like that. First off, I'm just gonna say that's a really bad idea to ever jump in and out of a stock for earnings. In my opinion, I failed at that, guys. If you know anything about my 2015 story, you know that I failed horribly trying to do that whole, let me jump in the stock for earnings because I believe they're gonna beat, and let me jump out of this stock and doing all these kinds of things, guys. It's a really bad move in my opinion. I can't ever expect anyone else to have success if I failed at something that I have a ton of talent for and I put in an extreme amount of work ethic to. So if I put in those two things and I failed, how can I expect anyone else to succeed trying to do that jump in and out, guys? So that's just kind of my point of view. So we're going to look at this. We're going to look at, you know, kind of what analysts expect, what I'm expecting, whether I'm expecting a beat and those kinds of things, guys. Make sure you click that first link in the description if you want to know all about options, guys. Literally 24 hours ago, I just released an entire course, a 12-part course that will teach you how to hedge your positions on stocks through options and also how to make a lot more money with putting in a lot less money through options, guys. So that's the first link there in the description. Let's get into this, guys. So first off, November 1st, after the bell, GoPro is going to report the third quarter 2017 earnings, okay? Now, recently here, so GoPro expects third quarter 2017 revenue and gross margin will be at the higher end. So on September 7th, GoPro came out here and they basically said we're going to be at the higher end of our previously announced numbers. So September 7th, GoPro today announced revenue and gross margin for the third quarter 2017 are both expected to be at the high end of their previously announced respective ranges of between 290 and 310 million. And 36 to 38% on the margin basis there, guys. GoPro also forecasts the third quarter to be profitable on a non-GAAP basis, though not profitable on a GAAP basis. Consumer demand for GoPro products is strong, said GoPro Chief Operating Officer CJ Prober. Channel inventories have been reduced, and we're incredibly excited about the upcoming launch of two new great products, Hero 6 and the 5.2K camera, guys. So GoPro's already came out and they said they're going to be at the higher end of their margin rate and as far as their revenue. So, you know, they announced that they were expecting somewhere around 310 million for the quarter, right? So if they're expecting to the higher end of that range, that probably means somewhere around 308, 309, maybe all the way up at 310 there. Now, it's possible they could even be higher than that, right? Because when they came out and said that, that was on September 7th. So there were still like 3 weeks left in the quarter there. So maybe there was still a little bit of upside there. But we'll see this kind of a difference between what analysts have and kind of what the GoPro has announced here. So first off, if we look at the EPS side, analysts here are expecting a non-GAAP EPS of around 2 cents there. So I think GoPro can probably hit that on a non-GAAP basis. It's possible they could even be profitable on a GAAP basis. I don't really see it this quarter, but absolutely in Q4 and absolutely for 2018, the full year, I expect GAAP profitability, just not full GAAP profitability maybe in this past quarter here. So if we look here, analysts are expecting $313 million in revenue for the company, right, for this past quarter. What we saw there, and that, by the way, would be 30% growth. We saw there GoPro said at the higher end of the range. The higher end of the range was 310. So it's not like they said they're going to do over the highest end of the range, right? Which is kind of what analysts are expecting here. They're expecting around 313 million. So I think analysts have kind of set GoPro up a little bit to fail maybe here, unless GoPro really comes out and knocks the ball even out of the park further, and they say they did even more than what they had previously expected. I think the analysts kind of, in my opinion at least, they set up GoPro to kind of fail in this situation by putting their numbers even above the highest end of the range that GoPro had said they would do, guys. So in my opinion, they kind of set them up to fail here, but who knows, maybe GoPro can still do that, right? And then we see here, so Hero 6 is now available. It's been available since September 28th, all right? So basically what that means, this current quarter goes from basically all the way back from July and then all through August, and September 30th was the last day. So basically meaning if the camera came out on September 28th, the retailers around the world got their initial orders, all the big ones at least, and probably most of the small ones as well, got their initial orders of the Hero 6. So that's going to be baked into these numbers. So think about all the GoPros, you know, that were sold to Best Buys of the world, Amazon, you know, REI, any retailers all around the world you could think of that carry GoPros at least, they all got their initial orders. Now those initial orders might only been 5 cameras per store, maybe 10 cameras per store, or maybe for the smaller ones 3 cameras per store. We don't know what those exact numbers are, but what we do know is the majority of the main retailers for GoPro got their initial orders in this quarter that's about to be reported here. So that should definitely at least help out numbers, and maybe because of that, maybe that can push it over that 313 that analysts are expecting here. But I just hate when analysts have a number higher on a stock I own, they have a number higher than the highest end of the range the management have. I just don't like that, guys. And so it kind of sets the company up for failure. But who knows, maybe GoPro can come out and maybe they did even better than what the analysts are expecting, even better than what their highest end of the range went. That's kind of what I'm hoping for at this point, guys, because you know, I've been in the stock for a while now. It's been over a year and a half I've been in the stock, and you know, starting to want my payout now at this point in time. Like, I'm a long-term investor, but when I'm still down like over a year and a half into it, like, start giving me my payout now. Now I'm starting to get hungry for that money. You know, it's like you get to a certain point with a stock, and you're just like, okay, when's my day gonna come when I can start making money on this one, guys? So hopefully they even beat those high analyst numbers, and hopefully the stock flies higher. But I'm not counting on that. Let's just put it that way, because you never know with GoPro stock. Like, I'm amazed that GoPro stock is even in the 10s as of recording this video, October 30th in the afternoon. Like, GoPro's still in the 10 range, right? I'm amazed at that. Like, they've reported such great numbers the last few quarters. They've killed their own estimates and analyst estimates the last few quarters. And I'm amazed that the stock's still in this 10 range. Like, I thought it would have been, you know, at least in the 12, 13, maybe even 14 range right now. And we're still down here at the 10. So for that reason, who knows what's going to happen with the stock when they report numbers. Maybe it goes down, maybe it goes up. We just don't know, guys. But anyways, thank you for watching and have a great day.